So I wanted to talk about this whole remake versus remasters. What's a remaster? What's a remake? Because it's been bouncing around in my head a little bit, a couple little bit, not a little bit, a couple little bit, because of the news of the Star Wars KOTOR remake, right? So I was like, okay, so I go over here to this page, boom. Differences between a remake, video game remake, and a remaster. Not a reboot. We don't care about reboot. We're talking about remake, remaster, right? So reboot, we're gonna skip that. What's a remake? A remake, game developers attempt to completely rebuild the game from its original form, updating it technically, as well as making it more playable for newer generations. Main concepts of the game, such as the characters, plot lines, and settings, all tend to stay the same within a remake. However, there may be new additions to gameplay elements and changes to content such as items, enemies, combats, and more. Blah 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 blah. Remaster. Differences between remakes and remasters are slight, but there is a difference. While a remake tends to focus on reworking the technical and performance aspects of a game, a remaster is generally made to look good on newer devices and update the game to different resolutions like HD. Okay, that's just the quick and dirty. One does more, one just upscales natively to native resolution, and one is, going in and reworking stuff, right? So we go to here. Video game remake by Wikipedia. A video game remake is a video game closely adapted from an early title. Purpose is modernizing the game, update graphics, new hardware, blah blah blah, contemporary audiences, yada yada. Typically, a remake is such a game. Software shares essentially the same title, fundamental gameplay concepts, and core story elements of the original game. However, some aspects of the original game may be changed. They might add an item or two or something, but basically that's kind of it. So we go to here. Demon Souls, right? Demon Souls for PS5, right? Remake. It's a remake. I'm gonna say this to get to that. Don't you? I got a point. So where was I gonna say? Here it is. Our approach to this is we try to keep the core of the game untouched. With Demon Souls, that's the gameplay, the logic, and the AI. Then everything else is stripped away. Then it goes to say nice things about PlayStation 5. We don't need that information. We need the information. What he just said. They leave the gameplay. They leave the logic. They leave the AI. And then they take all the ugly graphics and animations and then they redo that stuff. They remake it, if you will. Right? Now let's go to Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition, which came out. When did that come out? Was it 2020? Well, it doesn't matter when it came out, but they did it. Combat Evolved, commonly referred to as Halo Anniversary, is a graphical remake. Remake, they say. This is Wikipedia. Halopedia, the same thing. It was developed, blah, 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 blah. The game features remastered graphics and audio using assets from Halo 3 and Halo Reach, available with the game. 6 remade multiplayer maps from Halo Combat Evolved, blah, 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 blah. So they used assets. Well, actually, I played it, so... Is that a remake? I mean, they say it's a remake here. It's a graphical remake, in a sense. Although they use some, I would say some assets. I don't think they use all the assets, but some stuff I would say they refixed and stuff, right? So, but people don't refer to Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary as a remake, even though technically it is, right? Because it's not just an up-res. They changed the graphics. They updated the graphics, right? But that's that's Halo. That's a Microsoft. That's the Xbox thing. Nobody cares about that. There ain't no remakes on Xbox. Master Chief Collection. We go to the page on Xbox. Master Chief. Hey, look at all this stuff. All this stuff. Blah blah blah. Not one word that is remake on. No remake on this whole page. It's not a big page, but I'm just saying they don't say remake on here. Master Chief Collection and all these. All right, next. Shadow of the Colossus. It's a remake, says the guy. The content is the same as the original version, but all the assets are being remade. Wait. So, a remake consists of if you change the graphics. So if you, like, say if you replace all the textures, is that a remake? Technically it could be, but if you say, okay, let me replace all of the object, higher poly counts, we're gonna make better trees, we're gonna do all this stuff, make the back graphics better with newer, different objects, different graphics, then that's a remake. If everything else is the same, that's what I'm understanding, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to establish what the video game industry is establishing or has established as this is a remake, right? So that's what Shuhei Yoshida, that's what he said. He said it's a remake. The game content is the same as the original version, but all the assets are being remade. But you see, he's slick though. He put that word remade in his sentence in order to kind of push that narrative of it's a remake. He's smart. But all the assets are being remade. Smart. That leads us to Star Wars. Knights of the Old Republic remake. Now this title still is in Game Informer. This title kind of expresses my concern. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic's biggest issue is how it plays, and it's showing a fight. This is a fight scene basically. I don't know if that's an actual cinematic or what. I think I'm gonna go back and play it some more. I have it on Game Pass. But the point is that the turn-based fighting of KOTOR was not good. Now, people have fond memories of the game, yes, because the story was good, and at the time it came out, there wasn't really good Star Wars games. Not that there weren't good Star Wars games that weren't like, Empire Strikes Back arcade or, Return of the Jedi arcade, emulating the old movies. Like an original story in the Star Wars universe did nothing, So this was the first, basically. And so people have fond memories of it because of the writing and because of the choices. It's a BioWare joint. It was one of BioWare's first, RPGs like this where you have choices, light side, dark side, and all that stuff. Darth Revan. And the thing I remember about this game, besides the graphics not being great, even when I was playing it, I was like, okay, it's not that, whatever, I can hang. That combat always, I accepted it. And something's bad when you go, okay, fine. That's what, okay, let's just get through this combat stuff so I can get some more choices going. You know what I'm saying? Let me do that. Yeah, the combat it was the worst part of the game. I'ma say it. Combat was the worst part of KOTOR. I'ma say it again in case you fumbled and pressed the mute button on your phone. You don't have a mute button on your phone. I'm just saying, the combat was doo-doo. That was a little harsh. Still, it was bad, right? So, we just went through what a remaster was, based off all these other games, right? The game is the same, but we changed the graphics, we made it prettier, the sprites are bigger. You know what I mean? More music, better music, redo the music, redo the voice, remaster the voices, make all the sound prettier. Now in I believe Shadow of the Colossus, they did re-scheme the controller so that the controls are more modern. But ultimately, the game was the same. How you climb on the Colossi, how you stab them in the brain, all that stuff, it's all the same. If they don't change that turn-based stuff, then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I might play it, maybe, but look, we have established what a remaster is. And a lot of it is, we're not touching the game. We're not touching the gameplay. We're not touching the mechanics per se, but we are modernizing some stuff. But if they change it from a turn-based to a live action, combat, that changes the game. And some people might get mad because they're like, this ain't the same KOTOR. This is more like Final Fantasy and 15. I don't like this no more. You know what I'm saying? So what do? What's the solution? If they are true to how a remade is made, it's gonna be turn-based, and it's not gonna. It's gonna be. This is the thing. I don't know. I will go revisit the original. Like I said, it's on Game Pass. I'm gonna go play through it and see if my recollection is correct, because I remember not enjoying the game, the combat that way. And so that's a big issue. It's a big problem that Aspire, that's the studio who's remaking this. That's the issue that they will face. I don't. Either way, I don't see it going a good way. I really don't. Okay. Best case scenario. Here's the best case scenario. Aspire remakes it. Same game underneath, just prettier graphics. Honestly, I think that's what it might be. For real. Because think about it. Remaking a combat system, that's not just a remake. That's like, we're making a game. We got to make a game now, because we got to. That's like taking this whole chunk of code and just throw that in the garbage and say, all right, Hector, let's go, start coding it. Code it, you monkey. Code monkey. Okay, I got it, man. Hold up. Yo, man, tighten up the graphics on level 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm skeptical. I've been very skeptical about video games ever since that Mercedes incident. We'll talk about that in another video, but nope. That's what the feeling is. It's zapping my vocabulary. Just make no. That's what it is now. That's what KOTOR is. KOTOR remastered. See, I said remastered because it's just Freudian. Not even Freudian, because he was a sex boy. You know what I'm talking about. And the thing is like, PlayStation paid for the exclusive for however long, for console exclusivity for however long. And I'm like, a lot of the times when PlayStation dips their hand in and stuff like that, it doesn't go well. People don't remember how Fortnite went. When Fortnite got the when Sony got the exclusive for Fortnite was trash. It was hot garbage. Save the world. That's what they got. Nobody played it. And then Fortnite went and Battle Royale'd it, and it went everywhere, and then everybody played it after the exclusive was up. Just saying. And then you think about that, tie it into Fortnite. Cliff Bleszinski's game, Lawbreakers. Oh, that's exclusive. Is it the PlayStation exclusive curse? Is this what this is? Is their curse gonna damn KOTOR until it goes out to the other, I'll say Xbox, because it's coming to PC right away. So, and then they have like 6 months to a year to fix the mistakes that they made originally, because they got to put it out. I'm just saying words right now. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying there's a precedent for a little bit of bad things happening when the exclusives is on the PlayStation. Just saying. I didn't make that up. Look it up. Go look up Lawbreakers. Y'all like, Law what? What's that game? Exactly. Go look up Fortnite when it launched. Go look it up. I'm just saying. Now, that being said, they do have other exclusives that are nice. Third party, not first party, because that's obviously exclusives, but so I think it's a third party thing, obviously. And it doesn't happen all the time, but what was that game? Superpowered Rocket Battle Cars. The precursor to Rocket League. made by the same devs, failed miserably. Now, Rocket League did do well, so, but it was a better game. But the first game didn't, and that was exclusive as well, so, you know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm bambling. Like and subscribe, hit the bell. You know, I should just, I hate saying that stuff because it feels like, I don't know what it feels like. It feels unnatural. So I'm gonna stop saying it. I'm gonna just say this. Remake. What should they remake? What should Sony remake? I think one of the problems is that when they started the PlayStation 1, there wasn't a lot of, they didn't have a lot of first party games. It was a lot of, you know, third party stuff. They had Gran Turismo. Remake Gran Turismo, the first one. Okay, I'm done. You know I'm done when I'm talking about that. Anyway, see you later. Tilt away. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. No more.